There
Are
we
you
go.
at 5 seconds?
I'm at 5 seconds. Yep, it was weird.
Alright.
It actually flipped back for a second there. All right.
And hangovers.
So, should probably do introductions here, eh?
It's already too late. Let's just skip.
Oh man, Q-Stag, look, he's hauling ass. How am I supposed to do introductions, man? He's already halfway in the lane.
It's all Abel's fault.
I know, he totally screwed me up. It's my first time, man. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm really gonna be interested in this mid lane matchup. Yasuo into the LeBlanc.
They're already fighting top lane. Oh. Just a few pokes.
And that Teemo taking a few to the face there. Let's see if we see any vein spotting this game. Boy Skittles, where it's at. All right, pressure's on. Pressure is on. I do tend to like the.
Is the
veins.
silver playing in this one too?
Yeah. This.
I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I had to take a blood sample.
It's all good. Oh dang. Man, that poor cat.
Yep, I know. Well, today we're trying to do once every hour for 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
Try and like scale how his blood sugar is doing throughout the day.
Yep, Roger. Roger, Roger.
He hates me now.
Alright, so we got a leash coming in for the start on blue for Shen. They started Gromp, obviously, and then Shen went
On red?
blue.
Oh, a blue side. Okay,
Oh,
blue side.
side, yep, sorry. Yep.
Yep. Really gotta come up with some solid team names for these guys.
And, you weren't here, but we already saw a good amount of damage and aggression top lane from this Riven.
Yeah, she's going all in
Oh
here.
my god!
Whoa.
The damage is absolutely unreal, Colin.
Teemo almost ate that sword there, Cotton.
This LeBlanc is just a slippery little shit.
Looks like bot lane's just a farm lane at the moment. They're not really going to be able to kill this Vayne with the Soraka there, but if they get a gank from the Shen, they might be able to blow up the Soraka.
Yeah.
Oh, you cut out there.
Oops. Did I cut out? Sorry about that. I said,
Sounded-
yeah, kill potential bot lane isn't going to be too much of an issue until 6 when that Vayne picks up that ult and gets closer to that Bork start. But yeah, with that Soraka, it's Morgana and Sivir are probably just going to be looking to farm here. Some good damage on the Yasuo mid, though.
Yeah, that was a nice little burst. LeBlanc is almost out of mana, though.
Yeah, burning through that pretty quick. Satan spitting his little...
He did manage to heal up from pots. Riven's definitely got him zoned off, but she's continuing to push the wave. Well, maybe she's learned now. This could be it. If she gets the stun, knock up, flash. First blood goes to Riven.
So nice job.
That was nicely done. Looks like the junglers are content to just farm here for the first little bit.
See, now White Shadow, that is something that I can agree with you on. I do prefer Reese's Pieces as well.
It's an interesting ward placement for the red team there. Looks like Shen's looking for a gank mid lane. If he can get the taunt, I just don't know if they have the damage to kill him. LeBlanc did bring an ignite, so that would make a difference. The Volley Bear's content to just continue to farm. Volley's a very strong ganker at level 3. I'm surprised well, there was nowhere to go top lane, but mid lane's constantly pushed to towers, so yeah, not really anywhere for the Volley Bear to make a play when he was on the top side. Shen's taking an advantage. He's looking for something in the jungle here. If he doesn't at least take one camp, he's just wasting a whole lot of time. That Riven took a long time to buy it in the shop. Good spell shield, get some free mana back bot lane on the Sivir here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the addition to that 80 grievous wounds item, I can't actually think of the name of it right now, but between that and the Morellos.
But the kicker is grievous wounds only affects self-healing now.
Yep.
Oh, is it only
Yeah.
self-healing? Oh my
oh my god,
gosh, that
gank mid lane. Flash for flash.
Solid. Got the
Where's the ignite?
lockdown. No ignite used.
Ignite was not. Ignite would have been a kill.
That would have been it.
Unfortunate. And looks
Oh,
like
and the volley finds the Shen. The taunt is off. And
one
is
more
he
auto
gonna
and the
make it
bite.
away?
Shen gets his shield up. Is LeBlanc there to help? And Volley's already used his bite, so his main burst is down, but he does have his slow. Good flash from the Shen. That would have been dead Shen if he hadn't flashed.
Takes a free turret shot up top to even out that trade for Teemo.
Ooh, not
And
bad.
Vayne going a little aggro here.
It certainly is tricky laning against the Soraka because there's no way that the Sivir is going to win a trade against the Vayne. Given a few seconds after the trade, the heals are going to come through.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, the benefit is she's going to get pretty much free mana from that Q. But yeah, definitely a farm lane for Sivir.
Looks like Riven's starting to roam. Oh, TP coming in
TP
bot lane.
coming in bot lane.
Oh, binding goes a little early. Spell shield stops the knockup. Volley's down
Very
here too. We
good.
got 4 bot lane. Good escape from the red team.
They may try to push this tower down earlier. They are going to dragon.
I've read a little
Probably
bit about
unnecessary.
towers are definitely more worthwhile than taking the dragon early if you can. But we got all 5 members of blue team down here for this dragon. Mid lane is not being shoved out. Shen's waiting. He might get caught here.
Words by the red team will pick up that Riven roaming up.
Riven
but
is going to
she
miss
will-
out on a full wave. Top lane. Crash into that tower. Teemo's roaming down. He's spotted by a ward. What triggered that Teemo mushroom?
The ward debris.
Really?
You can thrush hook ward debris too, I think.
Oh wow, they're going to have to fix that.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that Teemo stay top lane and continue to farm up.
Yeah, he could have pushed this next wave into the tower as well if he'd stayed.
Really, I mean, in there it's all knowing about your matchup. I mean, you're really not going to be able to offer anything at this point. You know, roaming mid lane, you're going to get a Q off and maybe a few auto attacks, but, you know, your kill potential at that point was next to nil, so I would have said keep farming and getting that XP.
Pretty much free mana all day for the Sivir though. That's a nice feature. What's the bot lane farm action? Oh, I gotta rotate these. I didn't do this yet. My bad to everybody watching. Oh,
Here goes
Riven's
this
going
rip.
in the Teemo. That was a good flash. I think Riven probably would have had the damage there to finish him off.
Yeah, really aggroing as she should. I mean, she basically owns this lane. Good aggressive stance. Taking a lot of free tower shots, though. A little too deep.
This would be a perfect time. Oh, she's going all in here. Can she get it? She's gonna go down. Well, she gets the Soraka ult to save the Riven.
Good communication there.
Nicely timed. I was just gonna say before Riven went all in on the Teemo there that it was a perfect time for Shen to show up top for a gank. Oh, binding onto Vayne. Binding and ult goes. Morgana ult. Vayne flashes out.
And Soraka erases all of the damage.
Another binding lands on Soraka. They just don't have the damage to follow up. I think Shen's here to clean up a little bit of the top lane farm and experience.
Yeah, I really feel at this point the deciding factor in this game is the 6 CS deficit between Morgana and Soraka. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
This Morgana has again opted out of a gold income item.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do some interviews after the matchup just to, you know, get some insight as to some of these initial build
I'm pretty sure the mana regen from a Frost Fang or Frost Queen's totem. Look at the flash from Shen with a double taunt to save the Teemo. They're gonna have to get out of here quick. This Shen's going down for sure. Yep. The blue support gold income item provides almost as much mana regen as the 2 fairy charms. And with the bonus of added gold income and some damage. The extra AP on top of it. I think this is another case of this red team needs to end the laning phase as soon as possible. Oh, there's a good binding onto the Vayne. And she heals right back up. We still have 3 top. This mid wave has large wave crashing on the mid tower. Looks like the LeBlanc might be able to trade mid tower for that top tower they just lost. Teemo is probably going to go down here. Yeah, Yasuo picks up the kill.
Pickup. Yeah, another thing we've seen in a lot of these run games, at least is the ones that I've watched you guys do, is you'll have bot lane sitting this lane. I mean, we're up at a 12:45 and no back. I mean, they're both sitting on starting items. When you're ready, when you know you've got that power spike, you know you've got that gold, push the wave, communicate with your support that you're gonna push the wave and back. I mean, yeah, so you might lose a
few
couple
CS
minions in the tower, but
come back with a huge damage spike. I mean, they've got enough for BF and a pickaxe at least now.
good dodge there by the
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Yep. Lands a chain on the Yasuo. He's not able to land any follow-up damage. Yeah, it's one of those funny bot lanes. I mean, even this early, seeing how the other ADC hasn't backed for an item. I mean, even if you're not going to lose your tower to the Vayne Soraka or the Morgana Sivir at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and the point to make, I think, in regards to that is, if that Vayne were to go back, she were to pick up her item. She's at 7 right now. She's really got the advantage in lane versus this Sivir Morgana matchup. You
got a
bait
fight
out
going
that.
in on the LeBlanc here. Shen lands a double taunt to save the LeBlanc's life. Now can they get out? LeBlanc's passive is popped. Oh, Yasuo lands the whirlwind. Shen goes down to the Yasuo. LeBlanc does land the chain on Yasuo. We now have 3 blue members mid with the big purple eye buff. Can't remember what he's called. The Rift Guardian buff? Is that it?
The Rift Herald.
The Rift Herald?
Yeah.
With the big purple penis
Remember
eater.
that one-eyed purple people eater.
Yeah. That's what it makes me think of. It's the one-eyed purple penis eater.
Yep. I said people, but
Yeah.
I mean penis. I mean whatever you're into, bro.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like you have. Anyway, we're just gonna continue on with casting this game.
No, we got a play happening in bot lane. Got a flash in. Was that a Soraka flash?
That was a somebody flash. You know, because that Soraka damage.
Riven's going deep under tower. And she's able to blow up the Sivir. Wow.
You know, and really with no threat. I mean, here's another perfect example. I mean, you have a 4-0 Riven with a.
Oh, they're going in on the Shen here.
Yeah,
Shen's
he
gonna
just
eat
shouldn't
up
have
as
been
well,
there.
and Morgana's going down as well. This is
I
a
mean,
rough
they're just
game.
lining up. They are lining up to the fuck parade, but I mean, there it is. I mean, you've got a 4-0 video or Riven, excuse me, coming bot lane versus Doran's Blade. I mean, it's easy pickings.
You know, like I said, oh, see, Sivir finally gets to back. Unfortunately, she had to die to do it. And picks up an IE, first back. That is way too much gold to sit on. I mean, you kind of want to back as soon as you have enough of your first BF sword, if not your pickaxe. Look at the damage difference.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the Sivir, you're looking for a BF. The Vayne, you're looking, you know, hopefully for a Cutlass, maybe some boots. Tier 1, to be specific.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just unfortunate. I mean, this game is, at this point, really just out of control. Doesn't help that you've got a heal bot. Virtually erasing any mistakes that blue team does happen to make on those engages, which really has been a whole lot.
Soraka does well. She's basically a big eraser. In fact, in our own experience in Ranked 5, Soraka led us through a lot of rough games.
Yeah, I mean, she really does erase those mistakes. Hence those tower shots. Volleys right back to where he should be.
Yep.
And those two-man Qs do not help Red any.
No, not at all. Heal popped on red side. Looks like Teemo's shitting out some shrooms on the sides of the lane here. Blue team has pinged them out. I'm really not sure how much damage they're going to be doing, though. I mean, Teemo's sitting on purple book and a couple of cloth armors. Riven's going in deep here. Double stun. Knock up the ult. Almost clears half the team.
I mean, 3-man Q into a 3-man ult there. Just good damage by Riven. Should have been follow-up from her team there. I mean, that would have easily been...
Yeah, Yasuo could have ulted half the red team there and picked up 3 kills even.
I mean, and just not a whole lot of tools in the for red team.
There's not a lot of CC to control these carries from the blue side. Bindings are good, but if you hit a minion, it doesn't do you any good. That's where the champions in a team rank in a 5-man team comp, champions like a Pantheon or a Maokai with point and click CC come in very handy. You're able to lock down these fast moving targets. Yasuo is going to be dashing all over the place. It's really hard to land a binding on a Yasuo, or a Riven for that matter. Looks like Riven's going to pick up another rat kill here.
His Q with the blind will save his life.
Does burn a flash, and Riven's coming looking for more blood here.
Just the amount of damage here.
Gets another flash.
Get out of dodge.
LeBlanc could actually turn and do some damage. I think she might be able to blow up the Riven. Riven misses her ult.
And the auto
The auto attack does it. Gotta be honest, I was looking for the W. Goodbye on the Morellonomicon by LeBlanc. It will help, but as previously stated by Meow, Grievous Wounds was nerfed a little. So you do have to get champions quite low for it to actually take effect.
Yeah, that really is a pretty big buff to
Soraka's out of place.
Soraka. Oh,
LeBlanc's able to pick up the kill on Soraka. Well, Yasuo's gonna push in deep. Vayne and Riven have been pushing this bot lane right up to tower, leaving Sivir stuck here just to try and wave clear.
yeah, and this is where mid lane really just needed to hold that red tower, and Teemo needed to try to continue to push that in, but decides to roam mid, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's not much for him to do here at this point. With Teemo, I'd like to see him dropping shrooms all up and down the river and then push that top lane. I mean, anyway, it tries to come and get him would have to go through all the shrooms to get there. Well, we got a fight over blue buff here. Get some good damage onto the Vayne. Vayne comes back, pops her heal to give Riven a speed buff so she can get out of there. Looks like blue team is showing a bit of respect to this red side. Yeah, the Wise Shadow makes a good point that the cost of the AP items has gone up, so you really do have to make smart choices. Teemo is invis in the middle of a giant wave surrounded by 3 carries.
That is probably the best he's done all game, but
we will call this Teemo Vision.
Teemo Vision indeed.
And he's gonna stay there. Alright. Looks like Riven's looking for a flank. Oh, they get a binding onto Riven. Get some good damage flow through. Get heal from Soraka, but it's not enough. Riven goes down. Yasuo gets in for a 3-man ult. Still, everyone's alive on red team. Heals pop by the Sivir. Getting heals come through. Yasuo throws up his wind wall to block the Sivir Q. Get a taunt onto Volibear under tower. Very nice. They're able to pick up a few kills
Good
here by red team.
Unnecessary flash, but picks up the Yasuo nonetheless.
Now what can they do with it?
I think that was a good flash.
God, who invited this dude?
You did.
Why, Shadow?
I should never be invited back. Alright, so they did get a mid tower for it.
Towers are somewhat squishy.
Could probably get a dragon if they were to go to it right now.
They're gonna get greedy.
And they may get caught with their pants down. They're gonna.
They don't have Sivir ult. They're gonna need a good binding to stop this Riven. Well, they stop the Soraka. That might be enough. Well, Vayne flashes over the wall. She's getting pinned by Dragon. That knockback from Dragon might have been enough to
Collapse
save.
is coming down. Here we go.
Oh, misses the
Oh,
chain.
misses.
Vayne's gonna good damage. They might be able to pick up this Vayne kill. I hope so.
Nicely played.
Yeah. Oh, Riven's coming for blood.
However, a lot used
Riven
there.
gets hit with a binding. Sivir's got nowhere to go. This is gonna be blue side's dragon. But from that fight we saw in mid lane, if things go well, red team's still in this one. If they can CC the carries on blue team long enough to get some damage down, they might be able to turn this one around.
Yeah. Teemo going for that on-hit build.
Ooh. That means he's got to be in range.
Yeah, I would have much rather liked to see a Rylai's into a Leandry's for him.
LeBlanc gets
and just
caught
start
and
setting
blown up.
those shrooms.
Yeah, Rylai's Leandry's would have been probably better for the team here. You could see the on-hit build going quite well if you were going to split push throughout the game. They're going for a catch onto Sivir. Riven's going deep. She flashes in, gets the stun. Sivir does have the movement speed, but the ult from Riven does too much damage.
That damage.
So we have 4 members from blue team pushing the bot lane here. And Vayne is free farming topside. Looks like LeBlanc's going to go up to try and meet up with the Vayne. It'd be pretty nice if LeBlanc could maybe get a sweet pick on the Vayne here. Oh, this is the chain.
I think it's a dangerous play at this point if she can't one-shot that Vayne. He gets pinned against the wall. Ooh, that would have been a good condemn opportunity.
Looks like Shen's coming up. Good bit of burst, but she's got to stay out of there. Vayne gets two. Oh, we got Volley and Shen crossing paths here. Shen's gonna get pinched.
Roaming up.
Well, he manages to get out. Neither team really willing to commit to a play there. And Yasuo roams up after. So we got red team. Oh, where was Soraka walking? And they let her out. Looks like red team's not going to take the bait. Somebody wants to, though.
Playing handsies in the bushes.
Alright, so we got all 5 blue members looking for a jungle invade. They say, forget pushing towers. Let's go jungle hunting.
I do applaud the attempted strategy, though.
I do applaud it. It's nice to see that once they realized they weren't going to get anything in the jungle. And look at the ward coverage of red team in their top side, in their red jungle. I mean, they can see everything going on in there right now. So we got 4 members of blue pushing up mid, and Vayne's going to go get that bottom wave started. See if blue team can make a push on this tower. Red team's got half decent wave clear if they can get the Sivir QW going. Oh, good buy on the Soraka. That's a go.
Just didn't want to commit there.
If they can wipe the Soraka out, I mean, that was a golden opportunity. Teemo should back here and refill his mana so he can shit out some more shrooms. Well, coin pop. Looks like blue team's going to rotate top side, try and pick up this top tower. Good ward placements. Looks like blue team's actually communicating quite well with each other. Got some pretty good rotations going down. Red team's having to respond to everything. Blanc's a little bit caught out here if they were able to rotate on her.
Finding using the
wants to go
Volibear
in.
down.
Shen can land a nice taunt here, give up his life. Ooh. Almost able to pick up Volibear. His passive is going to heal him up quite a bit. They're able to get a fair bit of damage down over the wall. Binding lands on Riven. Her ult's down. Soraka's almost healed back up from those Qs.
Which means so is her team.
There was a good opportunity there. Looks like red team's failed to recognize a couple of good catches.
Yeah, tough call. Really a lot in the damage department coming from the blue side. And really relying on the Sivir and LeBlanc on the red. Teemo's starting to get there though, doing pretty decent in farm.
Yeah, he's starting to get back in it.
Really the deficit is sitting mid lane, at least from a CS side of things.
Well, Riven's up 2,600 gold on the Teemo. The Volibear is up about 1,800 gold on the Shen. Yasuo's up over 2k on LeBlanc. ADCs
yeah,
are almost even. Wow.
Yeah.
Red team's really going to have to rely on some teamwork and coordination here in order to pull this one off. With the Riven, Yasuo, and Vayne, they're facing 3 late game carries.
Yeah, just a lot of scaling. Clock has been ticking for Red team, and it's already looking pretty grim.
If Shen can land a nice 3 or 4 man taunt, followed by LeBlanc AoE, and Sivir with some Q and a few autos with their W on, they might be able to turn a nice team fight here. But it's going to require some pretty clutch plays. Oh, Baron always provides an opportunity for a throw. Yasuo is sitting down on the Scuttle Crab, getting a little antler action. Volibear goes all in on the Teemo. Shen lands the taunt to save Teemo's life, but the rest of blue team's not far. Shen's got to be careful not to overcommit. That ward was a little short from the bush. LeBlanc is here. LeBlanc is silenced, stunned.
Oh man.
She is able to flash out.
away.
Ooh, it's another flash. Morgana's got a flash out. Ruben fails to jump over the wall. Chase is on. Blue's going after
And
red. Somehow, red team gets out alive.
Wow.
A lot of flashes blown there, though. LeBlanc, Morgana. Looks like
Really, at this
Riven and
point, I would
Vayne both
probably-
blew flashes as well.
Should really be setting their sights back on that Baron. Their team count makes it a tad difficult to siege.
Yeah, a lot of melee and with the short range AD carry.
Those Baron minions will certainly help, but so does that gold deficit that they have
Now
put
up to
on Red.
10k. Blue team's making a call for Baron. See if red can get over there to contest it. They'll have to move as a unit, or they'll get caught in the middle.
Yeah, and they're a little slow to the reaction.
Looks like they're willing to give it up.
They don't even really know what's happening. Only assume, and it is gone.
I'm just in range now to take a peek. So let's see what TP's we used to get Riven down bot lane. She might be able to pick up this Morgana. Yeah. Goodbye, Morgana. Riven says thank you for the gold. There goes Sivir's flash. Get away from this Riven. They really can't afford to go anywhere by themselves for the red team.
Good stuff.
Baron was a nice pickup because, like you said, it's going to allow them to actually siege towers now. They're binding down on the Soraka, but Teemo just disappears to the Silver Bolts.
Three-shotting.
Riven's able to pick up the bottom tower. Looks like they're going to pick up mid tower as well. This could be double inhibs.
In a sub 40-minute game.
Oh, binding lands on Riven. Is everybody willing to commit? And taunt follow up. Riven's going in. They just don't have the damage.
Going absolute ham. Even taking those. Wow, what a cleanup.
Wow.
Even with a late committal from her teammates, they will seal this deal. Vayne picking up a triple kill in the end of the game.
That is game. That is a 2-0 victory for Team B.
Really a solid showing from Riven. I mean, you got the early lead against the Teemo and really used that across the map to close that out. Tough game.
Yeah, it was a tough
Sirach
game.
kills make it